What's up, everybody? First of all, got my Greater Lafayette Open beer koozie here for the 2020 Talsby in the bag. All right, so start off, I got my putters here on the top. Been putting P2s. I know I switch my putter a lot. You can hear my dog freaking out in the background. Switch my putters a lot. Finally found a putter that I feel like I actually can stick with, and it's the P2. Putt with the pink one. Jump putt and up shots with the white one. It's a little bit more beat in. You can get a little more glide out of it. Those are my only two putting putters. Next, we've got 3 throwing putters. So I've got the Scuba Special, actually the Jessica Special, the 2017 Midwest Women's Disc Golf Tour, JK Aviar, super beat in, nice and straight. I can put it on a line with a little bit of hyzer and it'll flip to flat. I can throw it flat and it'll turn over a little bit. All in all, great disc, super soft, really nice. Next, I got my 2 classic rocks. This is a newer one to the bag. Got this, it was my second ever auction win. It's an old 2007 Star one. Super overstable. Use it for forehand up shots, hyzer up shots, anything I need to end left and finish like a putter and just sit. I'll throw this. This right here is a Glow Champion Classic Rock. This one actually Quincy got me a pair of these on Facebook years ago. And I've been throwing this one for a long time. This is my 4 ace disc. Every ace I have in Washington State is with this disc. It's a great one. I also just threw it in a pond. It was in a pond for about a week. Came out way more stable, so I've been calling it the Swamp Monster. So Swamp Monster, great disc. Everyone should throw a classic rock. Got my Beaver State Fling Mini in there. All right, on to mid-ranges. So I carry 4 mids. I mean, you can count the classic rocks as like putter mid hybrids, but I carry 4 traditional mids. Got my Justice, the Puking Rainbow Cat, had this one forever. It's never beat in anything different than when I got it. It's still super overstable. Everybody knows what the Justice does. Then I got another Quincy Special here, the P2P Team Stamp rock. This is a USDGC rock, super overstable. I use it for like headwind shots, big flex shots, a disc where I need all that torque resistance to just throw a mid as hard as I can. I'll throw this one. Next, I got the Jamie Brown Boondocks Farms DX rock, flat top. This one's pretty straight to stable, really easy to throw. The first 2 times I threw it, I almost aced the hole, so I've been really liking this one. It's a new one to the bag, and I think it's gonna stick. Yeah, I definitely like that one. Got a QMS here. This one's from Jordan, as you would expect. This is the first one I got, the one that AT pulled out of the creek. This is my like flippy mid to straight. I can throw it with a little bit of hyzer, and it'll pop up to flat. I can get it to go right. It really holds basically any line you put it on. QMS, great disc. All right, then on to my fairway drivers. I've got the old Star Eagle pre-flight number, the SEX. This is a great disc. It's my overstable fairway. Can throw it flat, it'll dump. You can give it some hyzer for a spikier shot. Love this disc. Got it at the Beaver State Fling last year. New disc to my bag, the Explorer. This is the Oyvind Yarnis Explorer that I bought because I was stoned and thought that dude's name was funny. But this is a great disc. I'm really loving it. It's basically like a T-Bird, a little bit domey, a little bit overstable. I've been really liking it for flex shots where I need to throw basically straight but make it go left to right to back left to get there. Can just put on a little Annie. It'll hold and then fade back with the stability. Really been liking that one. And then I got my Gibson Leopard 3, which has been in my bag for a couple years now. This is a really great disc. It flies like a Leopard, except it's more torque resistant. I can throw it pretty hard. I can throw it for big anti turnovers, flip to flat shots. Really good all around disc. Next, I got 2 Firebirds, an FL, Firebird Long or Loft or whatever you call it. Been really liking this on the forehand. I don't have to put as much power onto it, and I can get it to flip up and ride and get a little more distance out of it, but it still has some good finish. And then I got my very first tournament disc ever, the 2016 GLO Firebird, Glow Champion. This thing's super overstable. Use it for skippy shots. If I don't overthrow something or I need it to dump really hard, I'll throw this. And then that brings me to drivers. I carry this Ork, which is basically like, instead of carrying a Thunderbird, I like the Ork. Fits a little better in my hand. It's nice and flat. Good stable finish, but I wouldn't say overstable. I can throw it flat and it'll hold flat and fade nicely with some good skip because of the wide rim. I can give it a little ante and get it to go right. I really like it on forehands, straight forehands, flex forehands, or I can throw it on hyzer and get a nice skip out of it. Ork, really been liking that. Then I got the Wraith, David Lee Wraith. This is the one that I rolled the other day. Throw it as like a long flippy driver. It's pretty beat in. Long straight shots, long turnovers. Pretty good for those. And then all that's left is my 4 destroyers. This one is my only other auction win that I've ever had. It's an old pre-flight number destroyer, one of the early run stock stamps. This thing's super beat in, super flippy. Throw it for really long antes, power forehands when I need to get some flip up and ride, long hyzer flip shots. Really just a great disc. It's fit in my bag really nicely. Then I got the Echo Star Destroyer. This is my longest destroyer. A little less flippy than the green one, a little bit more stable, but still just a long bomber. Flips up, rides for a long time. I've only have a couple of shots that have measured around 400, and they've all been with this one. Then I got my 2 stable destroyers. Got my Huck Lab destroyer. I got it at the Beaver State Fling last year. This thing used to be a super meat hook. It's a bottom stamp Macbeth era destroyer. Nice and flat, really feels great in the hand. And it's probably my trustiest destroyer. You know, if I'm throwing in any kind of wind, I know I need to hit an angle, I'll pull this thing out. Also really like it for power forehands because it's got enough stability. I can hit it on ante, throw it about as hard as I can, and get it to flex and get the full flight out of it. One of my all-time favorite discs. And then this one's new in my bag just a couple days ago. The Heimberg Destroyer. Super pop top, but still pretty soft plastic. It's not like a really stiff pop top, so it still feels nice in the hand. Very overstable, but still has nice glide to it. I can throw it flat or even with a little bit of ante, and it rides straight. Can get it maybe 350 to 375, and then it still has enough steam to dump hard and get a lot of ground action. So been really liking this one. And that's it. That's my in the bag for 2020. That's what I'm throwing right now.